Hello, this is Kathy Lee, Crafting with Kathy Lee. Welcome to another one of my videos for the January Jumpstart with Scrapbooking with Me crafts. I am doing today one of our projects. We had quite a few things to show you in the January Jumpstart. I did pockets with tags on the 4th. Making belly bands on the 11th and making side tucks on the 18th. You can go back and see my videos just by going to my channel and taking a look. And also you can see all the other things that other people want. They did embellished envelopes, simple washi journal pages, making clusters with scraps from junk to journal, using lace in projects, and so forth. So be sure to check out the other designers and check out the Scrapbooking with Me channel. So, I've already started a few of my things. What I did is, I'm going to get my cuddle bug out here. I know, isn't that ugly? I'll set that to the side just a little bit. What I did for the first one is I simply took a whole bunch of washi tape, and this is a scrap. These are scraps that I fussy cut. And I just put stripes of washi across a tag. I cut out the tag on this. I did not use a die for this tag. I just cut a rectangle and cut off the angles. And then I distressed it a little. So that's my base. This is the washi part. I didn't want to cover up this. I don't think I will. I like it. So on this, all I did was cut it. I didn't even use my die cutting machine. And I'm going to add something to it. I might do that in a little bit. That's what I did. And so what the paper looked like before is I just took washi and simply layered it. And the sheet was twice this size, so I cut this. This was a different one, not the same washi. I guess did I use some of the same washi? Nope. All different. Oh no, this one was the same. Okay, so I just took washi I had. I do have washi from years and years and years ago, like maybe 15 years or more. And I do keep it in the house. It's not out in the heat, but I do notice that sometimes it doesn't want to stick as well. And especially on the metallic stuff, I did have to take a little glue. Looks like, sorry, I have dogs. That must have been a dog here. I did have to take on some of the metallic looking stuff a little bit of glue and tack it down. But other than that, it's okay. Okay, so as far as the cuddle bug, I just want to cut a few tags out of this. And I'm going to try to fit more than one on this piece. So bear with me while I grab my couple of dies. I am just going to place, I think I want this one down here. So I'll put that one down here. And I don't care if it's straight. In fact, I'd rather it not be straight because then it looks like I tried too hard. And then if I mess it up, it's not straight. Okay, and this one I'm just going to stick in here. Maybe right there. Put my plate on. Alright, I've had this cuddle bug for probably 15 years too. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to run it through. Wiggles a little much on my thing. I'm sorry if the camera's wiggling. Okay, and I usually just push it back through too, just in case it doesn't want to. Hopefully it cut through all the way through. We shall see. Okay, so the reason it was having trouble cutting is because it is cardstock chipboard. So this one did not quite cut. So I'm going to try to stick it back on there. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Or in some instances, if at first you don't succeed, fail again. Let's see what it's going to be this time. Alright, hopefully it's still in the same spot. Otherwise it might be a little wonky. I should really use my sturdier table when I do this. I think the trick is that I didn't roll it back over itself. So, get that out of the way now because I'm not going to use that anymore. Okay, did it cut? Did it cut? Okay, it might be that piece of washi. So, all right, I guess I'm just going to have to cut that part. No big deal. It's not the first time I've failed. And I'm sure it will not be the last. But guess what? Usually you can find some way to save the fail, which is what I'm doing right now. And I rarely do I have a project that I totally mess up where I end up just ditching it and throwing it away. I usually try to make it work. Okay, so there. Okay, that's a simple way to just make washi tags. Punch a hole, put a ribbon in. I would probably decorate this. And maybe I'll do that later and come back and show you what that looks like. So I did those two just now. I also cut out a few earlier that I may put into my little folio junk journal mini. I don't know, it's not very big, so it's not really a junk journal, but anyway, so I cut those. So that's just simply putting the washi on, using your die cuts to cut them. And this one was combining the paper and the washi. So I do want to put something else on this one now. Put these away. All right, put this away. All right, so I'm going to find something. Oh, and this one I just cut out of cardstock, so I could do a lot with that. If I had, I put away the washi I used, didn't I? I did. I put away that washi. So, anyway, I'll show you on a scrap. How about that? Washi is so easy. This is a mixed media washi that I got from, it's Tula 12 is the brand. I am a planner coach also, although I haven't done many videos or anything on that. I do a lot of craft shows and vendor shows with my Tula 12 product. Oh, see, that's dried out. Not sure how, because it's been in my spare bedroom. But, and maybe because it's in my spare bedroom, it might have just been cold. Okay, so it's real easy. You can do it at an angle, you can do it straight. All I do is put it across. You don't have to worry too much about matching it up. So just picture this is what I did with different colors of washi, different prints. Turning that one around. Nope. Yeah, I think I will. Give it a little bit of contrast there. Now it does look better if you use a couple different prints or some solids. This should be fun. Okay, so you can cover a tag just by simply doing that. I'm going to rub them in a little. Then I'm going to try to pull them up. Then I'm going to pull it up. Nope, that piece isn't going to cooperate, so we'll just stick that on there. Okay, so then I would definitely burnish that a little. And I don't know where my burnishing tool is. For crying out loud. This is what happens when you take stuff on the go and then you come back to your desk. And I know it should be right here somewhere, but it's not, so I'm just going to use this. We can improvise, right? We're crafters. We got this. So tell me in the comments, do you have snow in your area? Are you snowed in? Is it what temperature? Yesterday, the lowest temp, I think, was about -1 degree Fahrenheit. And the wind chill was in the -20s. Other areas of the state had a bit colder than that. I know it's pretty cold, but I know some of the areas around the country are having much colder weather than we have. Lots of times Montana has bitter cold weather, and many times, in fact, we have lower temperatures a lot of times than Alaska does. We do not have the long winters that Alaska does, and we do not have the snow that Alaska does. but we get really, really cold. Last year, I think, I don't know, I usually try to save a forecast on my phone to look back on. I know there were some wind chill days that were well below -30 last year. The lowest one I found that I took I'm giving up on that. That's going to be a little bit smaller of a flag because I cannot get that teeny tiny piece to stay. So see there, I gave up, but I fixed it too, so it's all good. Just gave up on that itty bitty tag piece. Okay, so super simple. You can make some really pretty tags. I don't like the mess of mixed media, so mixed media printed papers and washi tape can be very helpful for me. So that's one way you can do it. I don't know what I'll do with that. I'm still trying to find something to put on here. This is too big. Let's see. This one's a little bit too small maybe, but maybe if I layer that with something. La-di-da, la-di-da. Maybe if we do like a picture. Offset it. Don't like that either. Well, shish kebab. Cozy winter magic. Maybe do I have one with something in the middle where I could do that? I think I like that. Kind of. We shall see. Okay. So I'm just going to scuff up the edges just a little bit. And I'll just put this on here. I have been very busy with work this week. I'm hoping that today and tomorrow I will just be able to stay home, not leave the house, and relax. We shall see. I'm getting older, and that really doesn't have much to do with what I'm going to say. I've had arthritis pain for quite a few years, like probably started 15-20 years ago. It's getting worse. It's not, thankfully, rheumatoid. Okay, I'm not doing this to be acid-free. If I'm scrapbooking with family photos and such, I use acid-free. For junk journaling and card making, I just get these pop-ups, foam tape. They unroll all the time. It's really a mess, so I just cut a slit right here in the box, and so I can feed it through. I go through, if I go to a retreat, I probably go through 5 rolls of that at least. And especially for card making, where acid-free doesn't necessarily really matter, I just choose to go the inexpensive way. May not be what you like to do. I used to be hardcore picky about acid-free, photo-safe, all of that stuff. But it's silly in card making. And even in my photo albums anymore, if 75% of what I use is acid-free, I'm good. Did I scuff that one up? I guess I did. So I'm just gonna, you won't really even know there's a tree back there. I put that on there. Again, don't care if it's wonky. I'm going to find a punch and punch a hole, maybe. Where would my punch be? Okay, one of these should be close enough size. I'll use this one. Go down. Oh, I don't want to punch a hole. I wanted to show you something else with washi tape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a long strip here. probably about that long. And I'm going to try, this should be tricky, to fold it over on itself. And I'm going to try to keep it even. We'll see how it works. Oh, okay, well I ripped that in, but that's okay. We should still have enough here. I do this a lot when I'm someplace crafting and I don't have the right color ribbon, but I do have coordinating washi and I want to add something. So I'm just going to take these ends and angle them like that. Then I'm going to take this right here like that, and I'm going to put it up there and use my tiny attacher. I think I will put it there. And I'm just going to see how nice, you can make a whole bunch of those. Especially if you're working in a photo album or on something you want to keep flat, but you want that look of the ribbon. It works really well. At least I like it. So there would be my tag. That's a tag using washi as part of the base. These are the tags using washi, all washi. And on that, I would probably take some of my scratch paper and just, I don't think that big one will pop on. I don't think the big one's going to work for what I want it to do anyway. Don't stand. And I'm just going to take this, put some glue all the way around on it. Okay, if the dogs start barking, I tried locking them out of my room earlier and they made more noise out of the room than they would if I would just let them stay in. So, scratch that. I decided to just bring them into the room. When my husband pulls into the driveway, sometimes even before he's down the alley, my dogs hear him. They will go nuts. They will start barking. They'll run out of my craft room, which is great. It would be even better if running out of my craft room would make it so we couldn't hear them in here. But trust me, okay, this one I think I can go sideways. They will not be that quiet. They will be loud. They will be somewhat obnoxious because I shouldn't say obnoxious, they're just loud. And when you're trying to do something, it's really a pain. But they're very sweet dogs. They baby me when I'm sick. They try to take care of me. The one dog I think could have been trained easily to be a service dog. He's the Aussie mix. And Bernese Mountain. That's not going to fit. Okay, that one's not going to fit. Right, grab a different piece of paper. I'll cut those off. Grab another piece of paper that I can use, another scrap of some sort. He checks on me. I really think that in the weeks before my husband was diagnosed with diabetes several years ago, he didn't even know he was feeling off. He had no idea his blood sugar had started to spike. But our dog, it'd be weird, would be watching TV and my dog would come up and start sniffing his mouth, like sniffing his face. He would just go up and just, he just would want to be close to Mike's face and he would sniff and he would get this confused look and he would cry a little. And that went on for probably, we didn't really think anything of it because, you know, we didn't know my husband had diabetes. And then once his blood sugar spiked so much, and he went in and had it checked and his A1C was high, but his levels were pretty dang high. And I think that's why the dog was acting so weird, is because he could sense or smell that something wasn't quite right with my husband. So I do think he could have been at a young age trained to be a service dog. That's just my opinion. I am not, in fact, anything to do with the service dogs as far as knowing anything about them, except that they're helpful and I think it's wonderful for the people that need them. I think it's terrible when restaurants and such won't let people with service dogs in. I also, though, and forgive me if this is you, because it could be, but I don't really approve of people slapping a vest on their pet and saying it's a service dog to take it into establishments. I love my pet. I take my pets places where pets are permitted. I would not put a vest on my dog to take them places unless they were a legitimate service dog. And I know there's all sorts of places you can get your dog certified. Some of them follow the set standards. I don't know. I've had some really good dogs, but none of them were service dogs, and I wouldn't assume they were, and I would not give them that designation. It's something that people earn, our dogs earn, and I don't think it's appropriate to say your dog's a service dog when it's not. Now, however, I do realize there are emotional support and more like therapy type dogs. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dogs who are just a pet. And I can say my dogs are pets. I can also say my dogs soothe me and comfort me and take care of me. And make me feel better and make me feel more secure. However, they are not therapy dogs. But that was just my 2 cents. And if my husband comes home while I'm still recording this video, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say they're obnoxious. But I love them. Don't know what I'd do without them. Okay, so that's just a simple way to make tags that have a washi base. Okay, real simple. Real simple. And on these ones, I will be doing, I think I'll do washi tags on these too, but I'm not 100% sure because I got this fun fluff stuff that I might want to use instead. But I do really like that. So I think I will, and maybe I'll do that and show you in my finished project what I'm going to do. And I probably will add maybe some of these to something. Yeah, I think I will. I'll add some of those to these. And some of my extra pieces and parts. Maybe this big ones can do Let It Snow. I will. I'm going to embellish these using some of the other extra stuff I have here from other projects. I will do that, and then I will show these. I'll do one more video showing everything I've done, a walkthrough, a flip through of everything I've done. Okay, so I'm going to put those together later. That I will probably add washi to later, or not. I might use it for something else. And then, oh, the other thing you can do with the washi tape, maybe I'll do it on, just on the bottom. I'll say this. That same thing I was talking about. You can take a piece, and you could do a fringe on a whole thing. I don't really have anything I want. I guess I'll do it on this. You can just tuck that up. I'm going to have to put something along the bottom of this, but I'm just going to put that on. Fold this over again like this, just like we did on the other one. Something will cover this. Squish that down so it's flat. And you can do a whole border or a whole trim of these little flags. To make a fun border. Now if I did that, I would do it all the way around, all the way down, and then I would probably do ribbon or something across that. So I think I will just do that real quick. Now, this isn't about perfection. I hope you guys can see that, because this is in no ways even close to being perfect. But I'll probably still use it somewhere. I don't like doing this kind of stuff when I don't have a plan for it, because then it sits there in my closet or in my cupboard or in a box until I decide to finally use it. And sometimes I'll think, oh my gosh, where did I put all those cute flags? And I want to use them for something. But when I think about it, I don't know where they are. Now, a couple of my friends have great organizing systems for their doodads and bits and bobs. And I do, but I need to get it cataloged a little better so I know where stuff is. Okay, so I'm not worried too much about proper length on here. Some of them might be shorter, some of them might be a little wonky. This one in particular is a little wonky. But again, if you look at a ribbon border on something, generally they're not all the same size. Well, they are. Okay, some of my banners are. And I can see that there is a little bit of overhang there, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. Okay, so I just did that border, and then I would take a piece of regular ribbon, what do I have, and just put it across there so it doesn't show. This one I'm going to put another piece of paper back there, I think, so that won't matter. So I will. I'm going to glue this paper on the back. Can you all tell I just run by the seat of my pants? I don't, I almost never have a plan. And sometimes even when I have a plan, the paper decides that it has a different plan, or the tools decide they have a different plan. I sure need to find my little spatula to rub stuff down. Not going to worry about that right now. But if I had a more, if I knew where I could find, like I'll say, oh, I knew I made a really cool ribbon, or a really cool tassel, or a really cool tag that would work perfect on this project. Oh, where is it? No clue. No clue. No clue. I don't even know where my ATG gun is. So, oh, it's still in my go bag. Okay. Part of the reason I messed up, I think, is because I don't usually record during the daytime, and it is morning. Not early in the morning. Okay, I want that to be my front. So I'm just putting this right here to cover up the bottom. And I will flip it around and run it right there to the tape. Ah, why is nothing sticking today? Is it that cold outside that it's affecting my tape and stuff inside? I don't know. I will go back like this. Hey, am I on camera? Go back like this. And what do I want to do here? And then go here. And then I think, I don't know if this will work. Can I tie a bow? Or should I do this and put something on there? I think I'm going to go down like that. I think I'm going to try to tie a bow. I don't know how well it will work with this washi tape stuck down. Oh, that'll be perfect. Just got to make sure that tape stays down. I probably should have used some gummy stuff of some sort, like... I know it doesn't go sideways, but that's okay. Okay, so there's a little tag, and I did not save any of that. So I guess I'll do another one of my washi tags up there. And again, I'm just winging it. As they say, some people run on a wing and a prayer. I guess I create on a wing and a prayer. Oh, I need a longer piece than that. Shoot. See? I was not planning it. Okay, be sure to come back and see some of my other projects. We have some great new papers. I plan on doing some looks at those. I did not line this up at all straight. So we have a lot of new, Scrapbooking with Me has a lot of new papers, a lot of new collections in their web store and in their Etsy shop and on their web store. I'll be doing some walkthroughs. Some of the other team members have also done some looks at those, some quick peeks. Tell me in the comments. I used to always do flip through so you could see the papers in the different kits that I would buy or print. And just drop me a quick line in the comments. Do you like seeing a flip through of the paper before I do anything with it? I'm just curious. Sometimes I like to see what I'm getting, like in somebody's hands, how they print and so forth before I purchase something. So if that's something you would like to see more of or like me to do again, please let me know, because I can do that. All right, so there we have it. We have some tags with washi. These ones are not complete by any means. So, but I will fix those because I'm going to come back maybe tomorrow or maybe later today or tonight when the dogs are in bed to show you what I do with these tags in my little journal that I've been putting together with these different projects. So have a great snowy, cold, or warm and sunny day, whatever it is where you are. Thank you for visiting my channel. Come back again soon. Like and subscribe. Share the videos. Share one video of mine with somebody who in one of your Facebook groups or with a friend you think might enjoy it. And I appreciate you watching. Come back again. Have a great day. See you later.